Hello everybody. If you're watching this video, that means that you're ready to start linking your slides. So, I'm in the very beginning processes of this, so I haven't even actually gone through and done any of my slides before this, but that's okay because I'm going to take a moment to kind of describe what you should be doing when you're linking the buttons. This technically can be done in any order, but this is just the order I'm choosing to do it in. So first off, what's going to happen when you have this fully linked is when you click on it, like the Golgi body here, it's going to lead you directly to the slide that it is talking about. So to do that, what I did was I drew a shape around it. And I'm going to show you how exactly you can go about doing that. So for right now, I'm going to move my Golgi body off to the side here. It's still there when I go back to click it. So what I'm going to recommend to you guys, very first, is I would pick your biggest organelle to kind of do this with. So for me, that's the plant wall, or the cell wall on the outside of the plant cell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a shape, and I'm going to, well, that one's not perfect. I'm going to grab that shape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it so that the edges meet up with the outside of the shape. So you guys can kind of see it's not perfect, so I can take these little squares on the outside and readjust it so that it does cover it up. So I need to go a little bit more down on that one. There we go. So now you see it's all covered up. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to link it. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. One is pressing the Control K button on your computer. And I'm going to zoom this out a little bit because it's a little hard to see sometimes, so sometimes I'll bring it up high. Control K, you guys can see slides in this presentation, and what I'm looking for is the cell wall. So down here at the bottom, we have cell wall. Now another way you can do that is by clicking up here. You can click Insert Link, and same thing, scroll down till you see the part that you're going for, cell wall. You could also right click on it and link. Those are three ways to get to the same exact thing. And then after I click and have it as the cell wall, I'll move it back onto my cell so that it's covering it up again. Now, you might notice the problem here. So the main problem becomes, now I can't see my diagram, so how am I going to draw the rest of them? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and I'm going to go up to my paint icon. So you can see I'm going to click Fill Color, and I'll click Transparent. So now you can't see it. I'm also going to make the line transparent so that it now is just a thing that when I click it, it goes. I always recommend double checking things as you go. So for right now, I'm going to go in. When I click on the cell wall, it brings me to Chloroplast. So something went wrong there. So let me click on it. It says cell wall. That's interesting. Oh, when I click on it, it goes there. Let's see what happens. Click it again. Ah, there we go. Cell wall. Okay, I think I might have actually clicked an extra button there. So after you do that, I recommend going size for size for size. So basically what you're doing is you're kind of like, it's kind of like you're painting on top of something else. So my next shape is that greenish shape on the middle. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to draw my next one here. And now I only want to cover up to the light green this time. And when I click in, I can do my linking again. I need to drag it up because I can't see the bottom of it. No, I don't want to type K. Press Control K. Slides in this presentation. And click on it. Drag it back. Change the color. Transparent, transparent. Now we double check. This one, you can click it, it goes there. Now let's, go back to the first slide, click it, now let's click the light green, and it brings me to a different one. Now, the annoying thing when you're in it is that now when you click on it, you cannot actually go back to the first slide. So what I'm going to recommend you do, I'm not going to go through and do all of these, but you can kind of see how I eventually start matching all of the different shapes with what actually it looks like. So this one would be my nucleus in the center here. You just need to take your time, make sure everything is where you want it to be. If you find that things are not exactly where you want them to be, you might need to click and send them backwards a little bit. So now that one's behind my thing, and you just need to play with it. So there's my cell membrane, there's my cell wall, there's my one that's not linked, there's my Golgi body. So what I want you to do now, when you have it, I'm going to do it on the Golgi body one here. What you're going to do is you're going to create a button. So to do that, you can click shape, and you can make this any shape that you absolutely want it to. So for me, I like to be fancy. I'm going to make a scroll here. And so I'll put my scroll in the corner here, and then I'll type back to the cell. And you can change the size of it, you can change the color of it, like I can make it blue if I wanted to, I can make the text bigger, I can make the text a different color to make it stand out a little more, whatever I want to do for this. I'm going to take it though, and I'm going to do the same thing I did the first one, Control K, or click with your fingers, or go however you do to figure it out, and I'm going to link it back to slide 1. So when you are on there, when you're on your main slide, click slideshow. I'll click into the one that I linked it to. I have it here, and now it brings me back to the main cell. You're going to do this on all the slides, and a quick little cheat here. If you take it and you copy it, you can actually put it on every slide, and it will still be linked to bring you back to the first slide. So, again, a couple quick hints here. First, start with the biggest. You link it by pressing Control K, or right-clicking and clicking link, or clicking insert link. Any of the three will work. You want to make sure all of the little set organelles on here are linked to the different slides that they need to be. If you haven't done so, please make sure all of your parts are related to what you are comparing it to. So I'm doing cells like a school. You guys need to do anything other than a school. Please, if you have any comments or questions, post them on your slides. I'll try and get to them as soon as I possibly can. I hope you guys have a fun time with this project.